It's been about 8 years since I last did this. I even bought some new dice for the special occasion. Welcome to London Transport Roulette. The premise of the game is simple. You let dice decide your journey across London. First of all, you assign all the modes a specific number. So we'll go with the London Underground being 1, the London Overground can be 2, light rail such as the DLR and the Trams can be 3, the Elizabeth line can be 4, other national rail services can be 5, and the bus can be 6. Choose a starting location, in this case Bank, because I'm quite close to every type of mode. And then you just roll the dice to see what you get. 1. So that's the tube. In this instance, I will label all the lines in alphabetical order and assign them a number. So the central line is 1. We'll include the Circle and District at Monument 2 and 3. Northern is 4 and the Waterloo and City is 5. That's the central line. To determine direction, northbound or eastbound can be an odd number, southbound or westbound an even. So that's eastbound. And then we roll 2 die to determine the number of stops. 2 and a 6, so that's 8. Let's head 8 stops east on the central line from Bank. I'm not even at Bank, I should probably get there. Starting right in the heart of the City of London. Let's descend and get the central line. I guess we'll just get whatever's first, an Epping or a Hainault. Our options are Redbridge or South Woodford. I'm not even going to look at where this is going. So it was an Epping service, which means I've made it to South Woodford, which might just have some of the best roundels on the network, because it mentions me, South Woodford, George Lane. This is the first ever time, by the way, that I've bought a travel card. I've used them before because I've found them, including one time someone at Three Bridges decided to give one to me when they were coming back from London. So that saved me a few quid getting into London and in my Oyster fare home, so thank you for that. I've only ever let my Oyster cap out before, but the travel card is only 15p more and it allows me on the buses, so it saves an additional £5.25 cap on the buses too. Transport Roulette can be a good way to see new parts of the city, such as the wondrous delights of South Woodford, but don't be surprised if you start heading back on yourself. It's the luck of the dice after all. I think I'm going to play around 10 rounds, so for round 2 my only options here is getting back on the tube or a bus, so let's roll the dice. Okay, so we want a 1 or a 6. 1! Back on the central line. Now are we heading back on ourselves? Yes. Kind of pleased about that, to be honest. I don't really want to be stuck in northeast London all day. 2 die for 9 stops. Is that just 1 more after Bank? That's St Paul's then. Well, it was brief, South Woodford. I can't believe I've headed all the way out here just to go all the way back. Well, there's definitely worse places I could have come to. I've come into the New Change shopping centre where you get a view of St Paul's Cathedral. Okay, so for our 3rd round I'm going to include National Rail over at City Thameslink. Bank's close enough that I'll throw in a DLR, and if we get the tube I'll even include the Circle and District over at Mansion House Station, because that's only a 2-minute walk away. I'm just hoping we don't get back on the central line, or if we do, we continue heading west and not back to South Woodford. 5. National Rail. 2. Okay, that's southbound, it's even. 2 and 1, only 3 stops, okay. Right, let's descend and go travel 3 stops south from City Thameslink. Festive Fleet Street Quarter. Oh, is this the winter art trail that I did last year around the City of London? But this year it's not penguins, it's Snoopy lying on top of a house. This is a weird station. It's underground in central London and it's not on the tube. There's even little remnants of Network South East down here, the red and blue. Oh, there's me, hello. Okay, it's a Sutton So that means I'll be going Loughborough Junction.
The doors will open automatically at the next station.
Love passing through London Blackfriars. Passing over the bus garage, this is where you know that you are coming up to the former Camberwell station, which would have been the third stop back in the day. Oh, that does say Camberwell Station Road.
We will shortly be arriving at Loughborough Junction.
Yes, we are, and that is the former Camberwell station. I see its platform. Oh, this is just painfully slow. I'd rather we stand still for 5 minutes and just go at fast speed rather than just crawl at this speed the entire time. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, that was painful. After a 10-minute delay, I finally made it to Lowger Junction station, where City Thameslink has Network South East remnants. This station has First Capital Connect branding remnants. Okay, I kind of want to get out of here as fast as possible now. So for round 4, you do have Denmark Hill on the Overground down them tracks, and you do have Brixton down on the Tube on them tracks. So we'll include them. So we want a 1, 2, 5 or 6. Oh, 6! Our first bus. Okay, so what you do for a bus is you get 4 die, you roll them, you multiply the values. So we've got 4 times 4 times 4 times 1. So that is basically 4 cubed, which is 64. And we get the route number closest to that value. Let's just see what direction we're going. 3, that is north. And then because you don't make as much ground on a bus, I'm going to roll 3 die instead of 2. Just to go a few more stops. Oh, we're actually going quite a lot of stops. That's 15 stops north. Okay, so the closest bus route is the 45, but this is an old map. It doesn't go to King's Cross anymore, it only goes a few stops to Camberwell Green, so I almost want to discount it, and instead we get the 35, because that actually follows the previous route anyways. Oh, I've literally just missed it. Okay, why is there no name on this board? I know, it's covering up an old Thameslink sign.
35 to Shoreditch.
So the 15th stop was actually Elephant and Castle, so I've essentially just headed back 1 stop on the Thameslink. This used to be the terminus of the 45. It was King's Cross, Elephant and Castle, and now it's Camberwell Green. Wow. Oh, bus in the way. That's come a long way. This is the old shopping centre. Oh my lord. I've never particularly liked the stretch between Camberwell and Elephant and Castle. There are a lot of buses that do it because the Bakerloo line is scared of going to Camberwell Green, it seems. Speaking of which, we can get the Bakerloo line. We've got the tube, we've got the bus, we can get back on the Thameslink. So let's roll the dice for round 5. Okay, 1, 5 or a 6. 1, tube. We've got the Bakerloo and Northern, so I guess 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 4, so Bakerloo Northern, Bakerloo Northern. North or South. South. Then back to 2 die for the number of stops. Oh, okay, I guess we'll count that as a 5 and a 3, so 8 stops. Oh, this is very cool. If you take the stairs at Elephant and Castle Station, you see some of the original City and South London Railway tiles. They are very rare to come across. Still in situ from when the line opened in 1890. I don't know why I started recording as a train was leaving. It's obviously going to be very loud and you won't be able to hear me. Now there's announcements. It's a very cold day today, by the way. If I was doing a walk, it wouldn't have been the most pleasant of situations. So I'm glad I'm kind of travelling around because at least it's very warm down here on the tube. Round 5 has brought me to Tooting Beck. I've always quite liked these southern Northern Line stations. They have a real charm to them. And of course the tube is an option here as well as the bus, but I also am going to include National Rail, which is 1 stop north at Balham, just so we have a bit of variety. Oh, this isn't a good space to use it, is it? It's going to fall in between the cracks. Oh, it didn't. Oh, that is National Rail. Okay, north or south? Ah, I knew that was going to happen. I didn't press it. Oh, I accidentally turned the flashlight on. That's north.
Northern Line, the train now approaching is to Morden. Please stand back from the platform edge.
I guess that essentially means we're just going back into central London at Victoria. Wait, why have I rolled one dice? We're rolling two. Even though I think we can pretty much only go 2 stops anyways. 2, 6, yeah. It's definitely not 8 stops to Victoria. Oh, another train. So although I said it's too cold for walking, I have actually done that up to Balham Station, where the Northern Line one is identical to Tooting Beck's, but the southern one next door isn't great. Okay, I take back what I said about going to Victoria. Unusually, I'm catching the southern service to Watford Junction. Oh, what did I roll? 8 stops? I think that is Watford Junction, isn't it? Right, but my travel card's only zones 1 to 6, so we'll go to Harrow and Euston. Okay, that's a very bizarre service. It only runs once an hour. At Clapham Junction it heads up the Mildmay line to Shepherd's Bush, but there's no stop at Wilson Junction, so it skips it entirely to then join the main line and stop at Wembley Central. It's like an express overground service, and I thought it'd be quite exciting, but it runs rather slow at that section, so it isn't really. I do think the southern services used to go even further to Milton Keynes Central, surprisingly, but nowadays they only go Watford Junction. The reason why I only have a 1 to 6 travel card, by the way, is that first of all it's cheaper, but second of all, if I was to head even further out, I'd basically have no other option but to just come back in. And also, at some of the stations further out, there's no London buses, for example, so that would actually be my only option. At Harrow and Euston, by the way, you can still see some old signs which have the Silverlink brand on. That is essentially the company before TfL took over the London Overground. Okay, so I've got Tube, Overground, National Rail and buses from Harrow and Euston. Where I won't be able to go though is Belmont and Stanmore village stations. There's a disused platform 7 here for a branch line to them that closed to passengers back in 1952. Okay, 1, 2, 5 or 6. No, roll again. Bus. Okay, so we do 4 die. We got 30. We got 150. Oh wow, massive number. Is that 750? Okay, essentially whatever the highest bus route is here, northbound, and we do 3 die for 12 stops. Okay, so the highest route number is 340. For lettered routes, by the way, you would just discredit the letter, so that would count for 9, 10 or 14.
340 to Edgware Station.
Funnily enough, we are actually going to Stanmore Hill to be precise, where Stanmore Station on the Jubilee line is not too far away, so we'll include it for the next round. That station basically stole the passengers off of Stanmore Village. I rolled the dice now because my hands are cold. 5, no, we've got no National Rail. No, I said we got the National Rail. No, it's no Overground either. No, it's no TLR. Ah, Tube, okay. It's the end of the line, so we don't need to determine direction of travel, just the number of stops. Oh, 11. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Swiss Cottage. Stanmore's interesting because platform 1 and platform 3 are right next to each other, but it's because that platform was built later to the side. I like this station. Upstairs is not so nice. This would have once said Bakerloo line. This branch was part of that tube line before it transferred over. I wonder if that's why they went with a kind of brown colour scheme to the station. I will say I probably preferred the station 1 stop down though at St John's Wood. Okay, round 9. We're still going. Oh, hang on, it's so going to fall in between. We'll just sit on the corner and do it here. 2. London Overground. That's perfect because South Hampstead Station is just down the road. Now we're going to go back towards Wembley and Harrow, or just one stop to Euston. Back to Euston. I don't even need to roll really, it's just one stop. This map still labels South Hampstead as a National Rail station, a Silverlink station, not a London Overground. It's a strange little station, one stop from big bustling Euston. I've never even really considered this area to be Hampstead. I think I've just missed a Euston train, so what I'm going to do is go one stop to Kilburn High Road and reverse, because conveniently these are the only 2 stations on the Line S line. Actually, I need a Euston photo as well that I don't have a photo of. Oh yeah, just before the train comes, I feel like I might as well point out that Kilburn High Road has a 4th rail, which means that tube trains, Bakerloo Line trains, can come down here and reverse. They don't usually though. You know what, I have a quiet spot on a London bound train. I'm going to roll the dice for our 10th and final round. So we do have the tube, of course we have the Overground, let's hope we don't get that back. National Rail as well, that which would basically just bring back to Harrow and Broadstone. And of course there's buses. So let's see what we get. Ooh, tube, okay. Now we have the Northern and the Victoria line, but there's also the Circle, Hammersmith City and Metropolitan at Euston Square. I can even include the Piccadilly at King's Cross, so I think we have a list of 6 here. 4. So Circle, Hammersmith City, Metropolitan, Northern. Okay. North or south? That's north. Then for how many stops? Oh, that went all the way over there. Okay, it was 2 and 4, 6 stops north. That's a very dodgy sounding announcement. Okay, got my photo. Is that the Euston Arch on there? Which no longer exists. Usually with London terminals, they tuck the station signs at the back of the platform. I wanted to get one before, the last time I went to Birmingham, but Euston notoriously announces the platform late, so I was in a bit of a rush, so I just jumped on the train. I didn't get my photo, but at least we got one now. Okay, let's go play our 10th and final round. I just walked through here from the toilet and I just realised that this is where the Deborah Smith used to be. What's happened to it? It's gone. Oh god, let's get out of Euston, this place is a nightmare. Oh no, here it is. It's just moved. Also, a Station 1's not renamed TG Jones or whatever it is. Oh, I didn't think about this. There are technically 2 ways north on the Northern Line from here. One of them gives me an extra station. So platform 1 or 3. I guess roll the dice for it. I guess we'll just see what we roll first, 1 or 3. 2. That was a 4. 1, okay. Okay, so it is Mornington Crescent, so I get an extra station, and I guess whatever first train I get, Edgware, Mill Hill or High Barnet. So because we stopped at Mornington Crescent, I end my day at Highgate and not East Finchley, which is strikingly similar to Swiss Cottage. And bizarrely, the platforms are long enough here for 8 carriages, because when this station was under construction, that's what was planned for this line. It's a shame it doesn't. The Northern Line could do with that. It's busy. But there you go, that's a little impromptu trip around London. I say little, it took far longer than I was anticipating, but that's okay. If you ever decide to play this for yourself, let me know how it went and what journey you took. I'm interested. Right, thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this coming soon. Oh, this is... why did you start doing an announcement when I press record?